Okay. Look at that. 2.3 billion. We need to crack 2.65, I believe. Let's undock and see if we can get good. Seems like a disco. Hey, Zach. Hey, Zinum. Let's go diddle.
Warp drive active.
Station spinning has never been this good. Ivan, hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday, Ivan. It's Thursday. We have to remember. It's Thursday. Also, if any of you nerds are age appropriate for any of the links in chat, join and follow and click all the buttons for our Twitter, our Facebook, and our Discord server. If you're on the Discord server, go to general chat and say hi. If you do so once a week, it's a huge help for our Discord partnership. Thursday, check, Kai. That must be it, Zach. That must have been the cause. The day is saved, Vinny. I thought it was going to be an early stream wrap-up. You weren't even live yet. Vinny, how are you wasting your time doing GTA RP and not streaming it? I don't understand, Vinny. That seems like it'd be just like a font of content. Ivan getting points in for the 9th time for the large-scale injector giveaway. What I've been streaming. Do what, Vinny? You could be streaming the GTA 5 stuff. Let's get an XHQ. We can check for new SIGs. I want to find out why that one system spawns so many signatures. I'm not streaming GTA 5 because it's super racist. The game is? Or the people you play around? Because don't you want like public servers? Yes, so the game? Okay. Did you mean like yes to all the options? There's a lot of gamer words in the game? Ah, gotcha. Geez, Vinny, why would you support such a thing? Alright, let's go here. See if we can find a relic site or another bus to throw Vinny underneath. Bring the probes up. Holiday getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you very much, Holiday. Apollo getting points in as well. Let's go here. Let's go to this side. Let's bring these down. There we go. This is a new character or something trying to hit the 3 bill. 2.6, but yes, new character. Ooh, look at that. Brand new relic site. Bring that over there. I don't know why we got such a weird scan result on that one. A Vinny admin server. Question of the day. How many buses does Vinny get thrown under? Okay, well, X up in chat. Who has blamed an older person for something today? X up in chat if you've blamed somebody older than you for something today. Zaz says, I'm pretty sure Rashad was getting profiled on the RP server. Is it profiling, though, if they're right, Zaf? Can you explain profile, Vinny? As an officer, I'm 100% sure you know what I mean. Oh, level 1 fresh. Let's go over here. Alright, level 1 relic. If we get super lucky, we could actually beat the challenge today. Even with CCP kicking us off for 20 minutes. Unethically. We're going to prop mod one more time. Local looks good. Let's keep this here. +1 nerd and local, though. How old this SIG is. Wasn't my tripwire though. You guys are trying to sell me something again, this time while I'm in space. CCP actively, live on air, trying to get me killed. This nerd is in a shuttle. Okay, never mind, we're fine. Where the hell is the core? There we go. Easy game, easy life. 14 intact armor plates, 111 million. Easy game, easy life. Shuttle's still on D-scan. That's right, Holiday. We need 300 million. We just found 100 million of it and change. We are less than 200 million away from finishing the challenge now. Thank you, Holiday. I get ganked instantly when I do Relic data sites. It's all just about paying attention to local. Flying in the same space every day, building up an awareness for who's doing what, getting used to D-scanning. Letting things go. If a local's too active, you just fly away. Make the next jump, keep moving. There are always more sites out there. 5 mil, this is going to add up quickly here. This is a very successful level 1 site. What happens at 2.6 billion? I'm excited. So if I get 2.6 billion before chat can beat the shill goal, I get to laugh at them because I'm not going to give away 10 billion ISK. If the shill goal completes before I hit the Plex number, I have to give away 10 billion ISK to chat. We haven't made it home yet. We could still lose all the loot. Ooh, let's go there. Wrench consume. Wrench consume. There's the core. 2 million. Let's go here. Rush ever mess with the ghost sites? Not typically. I'm not a fan of timers in general, let alone invisible timers. Doesn't mean I think they should be removed from the game or anything, it's just they're not fun for me. The sites can be very lucrative though. I'd probably be more likely to run it on this character, where the ship is disposable, than on my Omega, where I'm like, I don't want to lose my good ship. Why would I want to do that? At least not to something I can't even see. Dinosaur getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you very much. The greed got you before, Latron. Let's keep this in range. Yeah, Vinny, if you're there, payday this month is going to go for a... I need to get a mini fridge for the office here. Primarily so I can have somewhere to store juice for little man before I pick him up from school. And then I need to also be able to bring lunch back and forth. Little amenities I'm just used to having from the old workplace that I have to re-factor for here. Yep, I'm the greed, Latron, that's right. The cheapest mini fridge I saw yesterday was like 90 bucks. And then I saw one used online for like 40 locally. I messaged the person. I haven't checked to see if they've responded yet though. Let me take a look real quick. See if they have. Ooh, they might have. What'd they say? Alright, it said it's still available. That would allow me to get it for less than half the retail price. Let's go here. Go ahead and use the wrench. We good? We're good. Let's go there. Alright. BW goes into EY, TU, Y9.
Warp drive active.
See, Gorlor, a scout alt might be good for a sacrifice to ghost sites if you're already going to use a scout alt. I never have, personally. But yeah, if someone has one set up and ready to go, that would make sense. But the scout would be the one running the site, I presume. 2 nerds in local. One was here before. Are any SIGs here new? We're in EY. No new SIGs. Okay. Let's go into TUY9. Ignore all those.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, we're gonna need the mini fridge in here, and then probably some kind of fan. I don't know what kind of fan to put in here though. Like oscillating, or I want to find one that, you know, makes as little noise as possible. I don't need the microphone picking that up. But the room's big enough where I can put the fan on the other side of the room and the sound wouldn't affect the stream at all, or recordings. This is a data site. Let's get into Y9. Scout running the site. The ship already has 9% chance of dying. If you find need of scout for an alt, why not make it 99.9%? Sounds like the current class for Jim is just wrapped up. About 15 minutes, this place will be dead silent again. About 3 hours. Let's go into BW.
Warp drive active.
Weefrel getting points in for the LSI giveaway for the 3rd time. Thank you very much. We're now at 93% on the giveaway. If anybody hasn't done so, down below chat's a red button that says Get Good. Click it. That'll open up your channel point menu. From there, you can put your points in for the community goal for a large skill injector. When it reaches 100%, we'll give away a large skill injector. We got Sed getting points in. Let's get into KB7 and XHQ.
Warp drive active.
Rakano sees Rush getting close to plexing. Oh no, someone stop this man, I say angrily from behind a pile of blankets sunk deep into the couch. We got a ship name request for Kick Me. Let's see, set name. There we go, we got it. No SIGs, let's go XHQ.
Warp drive.
Yeah, click, click, click fast. Zenom though getting their name request in on the Kick Me. I was looking at the VOD totals, Rakanos, and like, if I don't count the character creation time, like the actual time to Plex, it is wild. Like, I estimated 20 hours, we're about right at 20 hours, and that's while streaming it. Like, it would be even faster if I weren't live on air. You know, if I were somebody else just making these clicks off stream, it'd be even easier, or faster at least, less time intensive. Cutting out all the time, talking to chat, and doing giveaways, stuff like that. It'd probably be closer to like 15 hours. Which turns into like averaging 30 minutes a day to go to Plex through exploration. It's wild. It's a pretty quick run. Someone could easily set up in a pocket of like 5 or 6 systems, log in, run their pocket, log off every 30 minutes. Or for 30 minutes, and then run that route once, twice, 5 times a day, whatever. Whatever their schedule and routine allows for. Let's see. 1 SIG old, 1 SIG new. 2 nerds and local, though. Let's go OY and R. Hey, Crimpy. Good morning.
Active.
Vinny, earning $1 an hour, right? Or you just pay for your account and have no problems. Some people, Vinny, can't afford their Eve sub just like they can't afford their Twitch sub, Vinny, okay? Some people just need a little bit of help. That's good eating. Oh, God. Well, yeah, it's better for as like a byproduct, right? Because you shouldn't be doing it unless you actively enjoy scanning and hacking. And when you're logging in for 30 minutes at a time, and you just happen to casually look over and like, oh, I've got a couple billion of this saved up. Where'd that come from? That's pretty good. Nobody in local, 3 unknown SIGs.
Warp drive.
Scan here first. It's a ramen cup an hour. Man, EJ Rar loves him some ramen. That is for whatever reason. And the boy doesn't even like hot food. Like, not spicy and not like temperature hot. But he will primary ramen like it is the best thing on earth. I don't know why. We have a request for a YouTube shoutout. K-Penguin, thank you very much. If anybody in chat is not already on the YouTube, the link is in chat. Click the link, hit the subscribe button. I'm uploading the entire series of this Alpha to Omega run through. What happened here? But again, if you're not on the YouTube already, click the link in chat, hit the subscribe button. Either today or tomorrow, this series will complete, and you can watch the entire series from start to finish. I recommend watching it at like 2.5 or 2.0 speed. You can always backtrack to the parts that are relevant to you. And then I plan on doing another one of these series next month, taking what we learned from this run and applying it to the next one. And hopefully it should get faster. Not taking this mass amount home. I would recommend to somebody else to do so, yeah. It's one of those do as I say, not as I do situations. I would absolutely tell someone else to go ahead and dump off the 100 million. I respect it, Rush. I tuck tail and run with 20 million. Nothing wrong with that. And thank you, K-Penguin, for the reminder for the YouTube shill. Let's go to 1AU. The first SIG was a data site. Let's go here. Ship name request. I am carrying 200 million. It's set name. I like it. I am carrying 200M. It fit. So we get to use it. Data site number 2 is crap. Let's go to 2AU again. I'll go to 1AU. Drag this down. I have found one of the easiest ways to earn the ISK to keep my Omega is incursions. Yeah, incursions are a good source of ISK. Though any source of ISK is good if you enjoy doing the activity. That's the primary concern, and what unfortunately a lot of people overlook. They'll do something just because it's good ISK per hour, and then they end up burning themselves out of the game because they're not having any fun. Hey, Randon. I play from work, deduct it as stress relief. Yeah, exactly. Like, any PvE you do in the game should hopefully always be extra ISK, and not you trying to pay off a monthly debt, right? Is it him? Doing the math. Well done. I was going to say, that seemed really close. Alright, this is a triple data site locals. These are all dead to us. Pull this in. Let's get into... Where the hell are we? OY? So I want to go NR. And then IW. I like the fleet side of it. 40-ish people just bullshitting, shooting stuff, kind of make... Yeah, exactly. Apollo says that PvE, like having alts, should be banned. So Apollo wants the Wormhole PD to shut down, because if there was no PvE, the Wormhole PD would become obsolete. There you go, Vinny. You've got a mole on the inside trying to take you down. Apollo wants all your content dead. Your reason for logging in dead. Probably secretly wants you dead. This is what happens when you don't do background checks, Vinny. We could still patrol, it would just be more peaceful. We mean more peaceful. All those day one players would no longer be there for you to kill. Finally setting Apollo free. Hey, Cast Iron. I really should try incursions sometimes as 3C. They've been out long enough. I've done it once, and the waiting in line to get in fleet is what killed it for me. Because then I got in the fleet, and the fleet that I was in, it was well run. Don't get me wrong. The content was fine. The group was fine. It was me. Like, I'm just impatient. Like, all right, sit around and wait for a spot in the fleet to open. Okay. Now join fleets. Like half hour, 45 minutes later. Okay. Now, assist your or assign your drones to this person. Okay. Now what? Just click what we tell you to click. Move. Stop. Move. Stop. Move. Stop. Like, am I going to play Eve today at some point? No. Oh, okay. Well, let's get upfront about it. Like, it wasn't the people. It was just the way the incursions work. Jay doing the math says we need 34 more nerds to drop max get goods into the LSI challenge to start that giveaway today. I do anyway, Apollo. 3C, yes, ban PvE. Will appreciate our Corvette so much more. Yeah, Maya. And just like anything else, if you do too much of something, if you're not really into it or, whatever. I just hit my burnout really quick on it. Meese out, being Logi. Oh, there you go. As incursion was fun for me. Yeah, you got to play Whack-A-Mole. Like, you always had something to respond to, I presume. Hey, Jer. Hope you're doing well. K4 and a Zenom both getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you both. Or, and hear me out here, or those nerds could save those get goods and flood the channel with Warp to the Dance Floor and Wrecking Machine requests. Vinny, I see you're back on the Blue Potion Gaming team. Are there benefits yet? No. Teams on Twitch mean absolutely nothing, Vinny. Absolutely nothing. Vinny always asks about this because he wants me to make a team and invite him to it. And he wants me to run everything. Even though I keep telling him that there's no upside. There's no reason. But Vinny always obsesses about him. In reality, Vinny just wants me to science out all the button clicks so that he can do on his own and then ask me a bunch of questions. I'm on to him. Bush Kitty. Bush Kitty, I'll make a team called the Unethicals, and I'll invite you. We need to get someone to admin Team Shill. Swim, of course. Someone who will go solicit monetization options. What is Swim? I'm confused. That's what the previous team I was on there, Vinny. In fact, Vinny, that guy, I think it's Boa. He's even in the EVE partner program, even though he doesn't do EVE content. Well, I shouldn't say that. He doesn't do EVE content in any time zone that I've ever seen. I guess it's probably more accurate. I think he did briefly, or he told them he was going to in the future, and then at one point he was headhunting. He was doing exactly what you're describing, Vinny. He was going out and like contacting studios to try and get like shill promotions and things like that. For myself and Doc and Bawana. I don't know if Doc and Bawana still work with him, but he removed me from his group because I wasn't available for the one offer that he like got to show to us. I think it was Albion, maybe. I think it might have been Albion. I could be wrong about that part though. I'm like, okay, dude, no problem, guy. And then like 2 weeks later, he was in the EVE partner program, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it was because he just negotiated with CCP, like, hey, I don't make EVE content, but I could be persuaded to. Why don't you put me in your partner program and then go from there? So from CCP's side, they were paying nothing, right, to get a potential creator on board. Swim means someone who isn't me. Ooh, I need to adopt that acronym. I like it. Heard there was a study done that showed major health benefits for those that listen to and enjoy Warp to Dance Wrecking Machine on a daily basis. There was even some data suggesting that it increases sexiness. You might have to whip out the data on that one, Rakonos. You're going to have some doubters, I think. Hey there, Arts. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for getting points in for the giveaway for the 6th time. Bush Kitty, the world will explode if we are the same team. The Unethicals will be too much for the world to handle. Let's get probes moved over here. You know, I'm worried. I'm worried I'm going to rescan down some damn relic sites that were already cherry-picked earlier. This could be a problem. Like, I'm almost certain that's what's going to happen. This is going to be like a level 3 relic site. I'm going to warp to it. And be like, oh yeah, this was picked already. It's my own fault for not putting it in tripwire. See, there's level 3. I'm pretty sure this has already been cherry-picked. Rakonos. Let's go punch in and confirm. And this time we'll put it in tripwire. And delete the old SIGs. Let's close that. This should be a picked level 3. We saw it earlier before the login issues they were having. Holy crap, the warp on this thing. 70 AU. There's the pick, so we're going to go into 4B. I think we made it to 9 UI, because I think 4B also had a fixed site. Can't argue with science. 14 plates still in hand. 120 million in loot. Let's see, our current ISK is at 2.3 billion. 2.3, 2.4, 2.45. Yeah, we need about 200 million to hit our goal. 2 good cans away from this character going alpha to omega. See, Vec, first can I hacked rush, I got 13 intact armor plates. It's amazing, isn't it, Zovek? Easy game, easy life. 13 plates. See, that's 70 and 21's like, what, 91? Plus 500,000 each, so it's probably close to 100 mil. Alright, no one's on the SIG. Let's get the probes out. No one in local. Let's move this over here. Let's drag and drop. Let's get the scan started. Vinny. Holiday, I get insta-ganked when you're in null. Could be time zone. Could be the null that you're in, Holiday. Try Providence. Super accessible. Connects to HiSec. If you're getting ganked there, then it's probably just time zone. Let's kill this. See, Rush, the only thing I hate is how many cans I fail at because alpha. No, you fail so many cans because you suck, Vec. That's all it is. Once you do more of it, you'll suck less, and then when you suck less, then you'll blow up fewer cans. You're still going to blow up cans. Like, I've blown up 2 cans today. Damn, shots fired. It's everyone's, Vec. It's not even you. Everyone is shit at scanning and hacking. Unless you have, like, 10,000 hours in it. So that's how it works. I shoot lots of alphas who hack way better than Rushlock. Vinny can barely see straight. How would Vinny even be an authority on hacking? He's supposed to be preventing it. Time on the box. They don't have timers, Vinny. Jesus. Time on the box, they just blew up the can, Vinny. When they're quick, is because they failed. Their first fail. That's all. Then they got discouraged and mad and they started flying to the next can because they didn't know they could try again. Nerd and local means we go UL. Tripwire has a new SIG here. Flip that around. Fun fact, there are no dogs currently alive from the 20th century. No dog can be... Yeah, that would make sense. Vinny, look, man, I have a unique outside perspective, says Vinny. I don't know if we can call being wrong a perspective. Zovik, I'm used to doing it on my main who has perfect skills, so I tend to rapidly motor through. Yep. Just clicking too quickly. Only event site cans are invincible? Yep. You get as many tries on those as you need. Nerd and local. But no SIG, so we don't care. Let's go this way. Vinny, I know the best hackers spend the least time on the box. Yeah, but their time is interrupted by you trying to kill them. That doesn't count, Vinny, towards their hacking skill. Watching from work says chat metrics. Hi there, hello. Watching from work, thank you very much. If anybody hasn't done so yet today, go to our Discord, go to general chat and say hi. Once per week. If you don't normally post on Discord, that's fine. But if you can post once a week, it's a big help. The obvious bromance between Rush and Vinny makes me laugh. So Vinny is the first person in almost 10 years to take any of the shill knowledge that I'm handing out free every day and actually do something with it. I've never been as proud or as disappointed in somebody at the same time ever. And I worked with Frank for like 5 years. Let's go here. Most people with dementia do, Apollo. go here. To be fair, I read books and noted the stuff you were doing from those books. Books are probably shill cheat codes. So, I think Vinny is saying he wouldn't have believed anything I was doing was working had he not read the books that also backed up what he was observing. Fonsui Rush, my YouTube feed contained a video titled something like Watch a Heron Kill a Rat, and I was like, that's a boring video. Until I looked at the thumbnail and realized it wasn't an E-video. It was an actual heron bird killing a rat rodent in real life. There you go, Fonsui. Eve has officially rotted your brain. Until I looked at the thumbnail. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Fonsui, good morning. Hope you're doing well. I forget who made the recommendation yesterday. It might have been Uncle Online. But somebody said I should look for like a used mini fridge from like some college dropout. And I don't know if that's what happened, but I found one this morning for less than half of retail price. And they just messaged me back saying that it was still available, so I might have to go grab that one at some point for the new office. Keep the little man's apple juice cold before I go pick him up from school. And I can bring in healthy food to the new workspace. Rage quitting due to persistent elder abuse. Goodbye forever. It's fine, Vinny. At your age, you're going to forget about it in like 10 minutes. You'll forget that you were even here. Vinny, goodbye forever. Thank you for hanging out with us. I would tell you how much it would mean to us, but, you know. Again, in 15 minutes, it's like you were never here. Let's grab that wrench. Nope. Nope. Okay. No. Fuck. Good. There's the core. Do we get paid though? This is a level 1 relic site. There's dog shit in the can. CCP, please. Scamming us yet again. Nullsec relic sites. Daring to have no loot in them. Fine, so I've got a throat thing, and it's annoying. I have to go to the dock and get it checked out, but otherwise fine. It seems like every other week down here. Like, constantly going around. Kids bringing home from school. Sleep 2 flat on the pillow. Drainage issues. Everything's trying to kill us. Let's go here. Nope. Nope. Yep. There we go. More garbage. Go there. Let's go this way. So I've got the itch Fonsui to do, or at least make available if people request it, an alpha to omega run on Abyssals. I'm curious what, like, I remember I was talking about it a long time ago, but you knew there was some kind of like rebalance coming through down the pipe. And I don't know if that rebalance ever actually happened, because I've lost all perspective on time and any specifics we discussed, but like it wasn't over based on a ship, it was based on like something game mechanic wise that was going to change how something worked, and it was like there's no reason to do science on something that's going to be fundamentally different months in the future. Apollo. Check this side, grab the tool. Let's go here. But yeah, Fonsu, I didn't know if that conversation was still valid or not. Because it's been so long. 2-1. There's a core. Let's go here. Let's go here. Go there. For new players or experienced players, for new players, going from 0 up. Because we'll have to assume that anyone using it is going to not know any methodologies or mechanics. More junk there. Let's burn this way. New player, new tune, exactly. I guess also the changes to the way abyssals work for where you can pop them and how that works too would be relevant to discuss. Let's go here. Grab the wrench. Another wrench. And another wrench. There's a core. Less than 1 million. We've got 1 can left. Jita, so jam all the advanced mechanics for flying ship there without explaining it at all. The most new player guides. Do what, Jita? That's what Fonsui was like steering against. A new player on a new character can do Abyss Cruisers starting at tier 0 and can be making Omega ISK by tier 3. How accessible is that T0 cruiser? Because I'm thinking they're coming out of the NPE with like a frigate. But I presume T0 frigate solo is just too much. Let's go here. Oh boy, that was a bad click by me. Found the core and we're good though. Site complete, more garbage. Alright, so Oxy goes into DB Tech and the 5IQR FCU Tech.
Active.
The old route's coming back to me. Just keep the max transversal. Yeah, that's no, definitely not, Jita. That's too much. Cruiser is the easiest, Desi the hardest, or harder, and the Frigate is hardest. Okay. In terms of reaction time and like taking in data and information and processing it, I presume. What is considered Omega ISK? Probably whatever plexing is divided by 30 per session, and that session being something that's extremely accessible. Deep Tech goes into 5i. Let's go here.
Warp drive.
I always start people in cruisers. I presume for the survivability. So we're going to assume that this person has done all the career agents and possibly even the SOE arc just to get the initial ISK, maybe. That's what I'm wondering, Zaf, yeah. Because I don't think career agents are going to pay out enough to buy a first cruiser. Gorlorb. Jay, any organization worth joining? Well, no one's recruiting, Jay. None of this had anything to do with joining an organization. It could be cool if Abyssal Lurkers was ever centralized enough to hand out ships, but I don't think they have any kind of that kind of structure. It's more about sharing information as far as I'm aware. See, there are a lot of ways to get enough ISK for cheap tier 0 Abyss cruisers. Well, we don't want a lot of ways. We want one way that's good. Otherwise you're going to overwhelm the nerd. And it has to be Abyssal related. Like, we're not going to tell somebody, hey, go do this other activity to be able to afford to do this activity. You guys have never done the SOE arc, damn. It's pretty decent ISK for a new bro. Keeps him busy for a while too with all the jumping around. Like what, a 40 or 50 mission chain? 5i goes into QR, and then FCU Tech.
Warp drive. Active.
Can get a cruiser for tier 0 or 2-1 super easy, I think, for a new player, but the Abyss is not safe as people think. You're gonna lose it. Well, yeah, there's always like death waves. That's what I'm wondering. Like, how do we get them? You're saying it's easy for them to get a cruiser for a tier 0, but we don't know how. Like, we don't know why you or Fonsui are so confident of getting them into their first cruiser without them doing any other content than NPE, career agents, and maybe the SOE Epic Arc, at most. QR. 2 new SIGs, so it's MA. And keep in mind in that, I'm not saying that it can't be done. I don't have the personal awareness of how to get them over that far, that hump.
Active.
Small SIG SBS we can kill. Let's go here and scan. That makes sense, Judy, yeah, if you hate questing. Rush, I'm pretty sure the intro game stuff gets you enough resources to do T0, but joining Corp that gives out cheap ships is an option. It is, but it's not a very reasonable option for actual new players. Like, new players are not getting into new player organizations that are giving them the right support. Typically, speaking in generality. There's always going to be an exception, but the general rule is that wouldn't be the case. Let's go. QR goes into FC, then UTech. Let's go this way. Have you seen the Hydra Kill mail? 200 bill, really cool. I haven't, Macaroni. Let me get you a permit. You can post it if you want. Permits. MACARONI 34. There you go. Crombie, my new bro friend went something with his... Oh, all in. With his first 5 mil ISK on a T0 Abyss Cruiser, died to the Abyssal Wall, and quit the game, said, yep. Crombie, and I doubt your friend is alone, right? Like, I have no doubt that is a frequent and common interaction. Just click, 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 click. What's this do? Click, 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 click. Oh, I'm dead. And I'm back to 0, and then oof. Right? FC is here. We have some old SIGs in system as FC and IW. Kill, kill. Go here. That's why I lean towards the frigate as the first option, because there's like less going, well, not less going on, less going in. So that we assume that they're going to whelp starting out, and then they can afford the problem though. NPE and air and a few missions get you like tens of millions, right? Not that I'm aware of, isn't them? I'm not saying that they don't, but I haven't seen or had that report or personal experience. Hurricanos. See, I'm not saying that the guide should be go join a corp, just that it should mention that you can do that or try to be self-sufficient. Listed as an option, not as a prerequisite. That would make sense. Here are some things that will make this even easier, but if you are going it alone, here's how to do it. I've got to hit here. Bring that over. Local's still good. Let's go here, drag these over. Bring that one up. There we go. I guess Fonsui's confidence that the cruiser can't die or won't die is just, incredibly higher than mine. Because I'm assuming, right? I don't have any data to back it up on, but my perception is kind of what Crombie described. I expect that to be a common interaction. Alright, I'm in my first cruiser like teacher said, now what do? We'll do this. Okay. 5 minutes later. I'm dead. What'd you do? I don't know. How'd you die? Don't know. Can you buy another cruiser? Nope. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Hey, new bro, author your account with this link to apply. Do you Discord? Well, guess what? You need Mumble. Oh, God. It's so sad because it's probably true. Imagine in 2023 joining a gaming organization for any game, and they link you their Mumble data. I'm like, what? The fuck is this? That's some comms your dad used to use. Well, why the fuck do you guys use it? Because we're your dad's age. So yeah, the guide has to make it clear that we need to start with like 3 or 5 cruisers, because some will die just less than frigs. And that's a bigger barrier in my opinion. Like 3 to 5 cruisers, that's going to be pretty pricey for a new bro. But maybe we get in there and we find out there's something new bro, NPE or career agent that I'm not aware of. That makes it more lucrative to the point where they can sustain that much. I'm just not aware what it would be. The frigs die fast. Yeah, that's the issue. Fonsui is correct. Like, as clueless as they'll be when their cruiser dies, they're infinitely more clueless when the frig dies because things happen so much faster. What happened? I died. Why? I don't know. I joined the site and then I made like 2 clicks and then 8 things blew me up. See, Mumble and TeamSpeak 3 have functionality Discord voice doesn't. That's true. But the people that you're trying to onboard don't care. All they know is they're getting linked to like 20-year-old tech that last time I used it ran like dog shit. At least TeamSpeak 3 did. It could have gotten better, but TeamSpeak 3 was absolute trash the last time I used it. Yeah, scaling is their strength though. That's what I've heard. I've heard Discord servers can't have the relevant number of people in the same channel. And then, like you said, they don't have the functionality, the features. Discord has replaced forums completely, though, yeah. I see that mostly as a good thing. Yeah, exactly, Fonsui. Gita, yeah, I agree. Discord is a perfect mid-ground between IRC and forums. Is TS3 still a thing? It is, Rakanos, yeah. Most, if not all, GTA RP organizations use them. Obviously large EVE organizations. Let's get into... DB Tech goes what? IS Tech. Let's go there. Fonsui, Mumble voice functionality definitely outstrips Discord, but most situations don't warrant it. It's only useful for large organized fleets, yeah. Crombie, if I see a corp that doesn't use Discord, I'm instantly turning away. So yeah, that's true. That's exactly the mindset I would expect. Like, yeah, can you link me your guys' Discord? Oh, we don't have one. Like, just imagine joining EVE past 2020 and hearing that from a player group. Now, I could be wrong on this one. This could be far-reaching and wishful thinking or biased opinion or whatever. I anticipate an environment when, if an organization doesn't have an organized presence on Twitch and or YouTube, some kind of media outlet, they're going to be looked at like Luddites. Just like, well, what the fuck do you guys even do? Like, unofficially, we've had that before, right? Like, we've had channels and streams, I guess even officially, like, heavily aligned with in-game organizations, but it was more happenstance than focused, targeted effort, right? Let's go here. Go there. Bushka, yeah, the broadcast and whisper channels are what makes Mumble better for bigger groups, yeah. Ooh, hello. A level 3 relic site. Will it be picked, though? It might be time for our prediction of the day. If the site is picked, we'll refund it. But, if not... Let's see who can get good today. Who can guess correctly? How many intact armor plates are we going to find on this site? The prediction is open. It's at the top of Twitch chat. Click the predict button. You only have 1 minute to get your guesses in. Don't leave any category unselected. How many intact armor plates are we going to find? Somebody just put in points on the 10 plus side. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9 are unclaimed. Oh, there goes the 0. The site looks fresh. We're going in. How many intact armor plates are we going to find here? You've got less than 30 seconds to get your guesses in. At the top of chat, open up that prediction and get your points in on the guess for you. Don't leave anything at 0. 3C. Don't leave anything at 0. Because if that result comes up, then all the get goods get poofed and will no longer exist. Only a few seconds left. No one's picked the 1, 2, 3 or the 4, 5, 6. There goes 4, 5, 6. Nobody picked 1, 2, 3. The timer's ticking down. Will somebody get it at the last second? Nope. I don't think anyone got the 1, 2, 3. Let's see how many we get here. Good luck, everyone, but mostly me, right? A suppression node, that's bad. I need a tool. Take this, go here. That's all kinds of game over. Yep, this can's dead. Dead, 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 dead. Oh my god, how many ones can there possibly be? This is insane. This is one of those cut your losses. You just shut the can down. This is insane. This is nuts. Alright, attempt number 2. 3C. I'm going to blow up both ruins. 4 here. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Come back for the tool. Grab both of those. Put that over there. 5 means there's nothing on that side. We wasted the tool. That's unfortunate. Still no core. There's the core. Do we have enough coherence? I think we do. Alright, first can. 0 plates. 0 ISK. 0 value. Let's go over here. Yeah, exactly, Fonsu. Just like it's the right entry point. And it's also the expectation. Because, like, not only do they expect you to have Discord, they expect it to be your primary, like, social presence. You know, if you explain to them, hey, we have some other comms that are set up for more OPSEC type of things, security and stuff like that, and functionality, a reasonable person will understand that. But if you're like, yeah, come post on our forums in 2023, and we'll talk, we'll hang out on Mumble, they're gonna look at you like you lost your fucking mind. Let's go here. Prop mod 1 time. Yep, exactly, Fonsui. 3C, just like how Twitch magically plays ads just as a streamer starts a good fight. I'm hoping that we can run the stream over the weekends, and that will knock out the contract hours, and then the rest of the month we can do minimum or nil ads. That's how I've got it set up anyway. We'll see if it works out. It is so easy to just get them on board, though, Discord, or through Discord voice, and kind of drop the, oh, hey, if you want to hang out in the comms, we use Mumble as primary. No. No, that tells me I've got a bunch of fucking weirdos I need to stay away from. That's a red flag. As soon as I hear hang out on Mumble, it's like, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Big fleet action? Sure, no problem. Hang out and socialize on Mumble? Those fuckers are weird. And probably old. I was looking for a gaming organization, not a retirement home. Fuck. There's something right there. Okay, okay, game. Okay, we're just gonna start this can open. 3C. Oh boy. Am I gonna fail to remain? It certainly looks like it. There's nothing over here. I found a tool. Found a core. Okay, we got through it. We made it. 15 million, 2 plates. Remember the number 2, everybody. Remember the number 2. We're at 2 plates so far. Maybe that's what I should look into, Jita. Look into those organized player-ran events and try to help them monetize and publicize and things like that. Because it's like such good content that will sadly get too few eyes on it. And it's not that CCP doesn't want to help. I feel like that CCP can't help because they don't understand how to socially market as well. Like those community spotlights, right? And they'll shout out like a stream or a YouTube channel or whatever, and then it has like almost 0 impact on viewership for a YouTube video. Like they put one of my videos in the latest community spotlight. 0 traction. Like the video itself actually performed below average. Meaning I put out better videos, you know. Oh fuck. Put this here. 3, 1, not the core. trouble now. So I have at least a tool. Grab that. Found the core. Are we good? We're good. Okay. Still no plates. We're still at 2 plates, by the way. We've already gone through both ruins. There we go. It was also not that interesting a video, that's true. Wasn't it like the, it was how to navigate the map, I think, for fighting storms. So it was like super specific to the current event going on. Call that out. Most people savvy enough to read Community Spotlight knew what the video was explaining. I would agree with that, yeah. So I don't think their spotlights get very much traction. I would expect their scope videos to get a lot more traction or interaction or utilization, would be the right word. But it also illustrates like the point I'm trying to make, like the quote-unquote spotlight doesn't even achieve the goal of the name of it. Like, no one looks at it. No one pays attention to it. There you go. 2 more prop mod pulses. There we go. You know what they need? They need like a Kotaku link in their spotlight. They're great at clickbait links that have no content in them. But usually for Kotaku to cover them, they have to have like some kind of fake war in Eve. There's the core. This site is done. Look at that. 2 plates on the entire site. Nobody picked 1, 2, 3. I told you guys in advance, don't leave anything empty. It'll almost certainly be the result. Let's stack this up. IS goes into BRS-25, right? Yeah, let's go this way. Electron. Nobody thought this would happen. All to get good soaked. Hype Train is back in station, by the way, but we would need 3 professional shills to type cheer 100, gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit the resub button to kick off that Hype Train. We've had 2 level 1s fail so far today. Our nerd of the days are Apollo with a gifted sub, and Evan McLean with 400 bits cheered. Nobody's claimed the tip nerd of the day yet today. Let's go 4 signatures. Tripwire says 2 old, 2 new. FT and CN. Let's knock those out. Let's go here. Let's scan this one first. There's a combat sites. Let's move this one over here. Scan that side. A little bit of a hit. Red ring result would collapse 1 time and go to the far side. Let's go over here. Scan this one. Alright, we're at 0.5. We still don't have a site type yet. Could be a high-level data site. Yep. Called it on the data site. Put that in tripwire. Let's kill all these. Alright, so S25 is a dead-end system. If we get lucky, a bunch of SIGs will be piled up. Jita, I hope they can get Twitch drops for this year's AT at the latest. It can't be that hard. So it's less of a barrier of like figuring it out from the way they've explained it, and more of a barrier of getting it prioritized. I'm guessing the expansion Uprising like made it out the door with less of a window than they expected it to. I don't know any of this. It's just supposition. The last word I heard was from Convict, like 4 or 5 months ago, saying that they wanted to have it out by the end of last year, and clearly that didn't happen. So something had to have happened to get ahead of it in prioritization. And I haven't seen anything posted since then to like update or reassess the timetable. I think that's what they were going for, Jita, originally. I think they wanted to overlap with Uprising, like that was their intention, and then, you know, shit happens. That's why this was talked about on the partner Discord instead of publicly, because then you get a bunch of dumbasses like, they promised this and it didn't happen, that kind of thing. You're carrying a data analyzer, but you don't do data sites. Why? So MatCat, when I start out the character, I do run the data sites. And any actual new player, I would recommend to them to run the data sites for the practice of hacking and scanning. And the data sites in Null will reship them. Now, if I want to go sweaty min-maxer, I would swap out my data analyzer for a cargo scanner, probably once I broke, let's say 100 mil. Because by then I don't care about data sites anymore, because I can already reship infinitely.
Warp drive active.
And we might do that on a future challenge. Use a data analyzer to 100 mil and then flip it and then go from there. Yeah, MatCat, like, for a true new player, the practice of scanning and hacking basic data sites in Null is worth far more than any amount of ISK that can drop from them. Like, them getting faster and them learning how the mechanics work is just way more valuable than ISK per hour. Because all of this assumes that the person doing it enjoys the activity. Because anybody doing something just because it's quote-unquote good ISK is just going to fast-track themselves to burnout. Don't forget the black glass implants in your cargo. 100% guaranteed to stop you from getting ganked and increase the number of armor plates you'll find. Absolute guaranteed loot bonus. Let's go 3KB into ZR.
Warp drive active.
Check that wallet again too. 2.3. So if we can make it back with 300 million, we need less than 140 million to get good. Like one more good site and we're there. See, Outridger, as an older player starting fresh, couldn't help but spend too much ISK on a ship. Yep, it's easy, right? Because it's like, I can justify the cost because I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to do something stupid. And then faction fit Astero 300 mil. And it's rough because all these years, the Astero has seemed like the obvious linear progression from T1 Explo hull, right? Like, what should I fly next? Obviously the Astero. Okay, I went from whelping 3 million ISK ships to 300 million ISK ships. What happened here? So here's another good example. This signature is smaller than our probe spheres at 4 AU, so it can't be hacked. This is the rule of Erst. Means we can skip right over it and save time. It can't be relic and it can't be data, so we're not interested in it. Let's go to ZTech R. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
Ricanos can confirm black glass and cargo help save hundreds on my car insurance. Hey, Tomb. Hope you're doing well. I missed what you just said about the bubble size and not needing to scan. So when you deploy your probes at 4 AU pinpoints, if the initial red sphere is smaller than those probe spheres, then that site will not be hackable. Meaning it can't be data and it can't be relic. So you can just skip it and move on. EQ, kill that. Punch here, probes out.
Warp drive active.
Position is good. Let's get the scan started. Let's go to 1 AU. Yeah, Roger, I only learned it, I think, last year. Urschlag was doing a lot of scanning at one point for drone lands, I think. And made the observation, and then I tried it out and had the same experience, and it's definitely saved me time. 18x is correct. Let's go this way.
Warp drive.
Yeah, anything in scanning and hacking that can save you time and make you faster is of immense value. Because so much of the activity is luck-based. Like, you can go 30 minutes and find 200 million. You can go 4 hours and find nothing, right? So anything that gets you from local to local, scan to scan, site to site faster is extremely valuable. NS SIG is, Tripwire says, a data site, so we ignore it. Let's go to iTech.
Warp drive.
We saved at least 30 seconds there from having to scan this one. From having scanned it yesterday, it looks like. Yeah, yesterday morning. Hey, Malcolm. I just roll with combat probes to save some M3 of cargo space. Will they scan as well as core probes? For sites, no. This SIG is unknown. We have no information on it. Let's get the probes out.
Active.
No, combat probes are proficient at scanning down ships, and I presume MTUs, but definitely not sites. I'm alpha on the Astero as well, so no cloak. Oh god, Ridger, you've made terrible decisions. Like, the Astero is good for PvP, but not for scanning and hacking. You get, like, no noticeable exploration-related bonuses going from T1 hull to Astero. Now, if you're trying to chase off other T1 hull, explorers, then by all means. Then it has value, but... It's always scary when someone goes like, hey, can you tell me how to fit my Astero? Like, God, no. If you know how to fit your own Astero, what the fuck are you doing flying it? We need to go into 0B. Let's go here. Just crappy level 2 data site.
Active.
Oh, another thing. I should put this in one of the guides. Always, always, always skip level 1 basic data sites in nullsec. The cans are so spread apart, you'll be there forever. Not worth. Hey, this nerd's scanning. Got some competition nearby. Now the trick here is we should be like willing to travel further than they are. So like we make 6 jumps, it's nothing. They might make 6 jumps and be fatigued. Like people burn out and get tired and discouraged from not finding a site fairly quickly most of the time. Or at least compared to you if you're doing this in a healthy way. Yep, exactly, Tomb. Someone will come and tell me they made 40 jumps and be like, I searched all morning and didn't find anything. How many jumps you make? 40? Like, you took a walk around the neighborhood and then complained about being tired. Like, when your routes and jumps get into the hundreds and the triple digits, then you're seeing a relevant amount of information per day. This is a 3-day-old SIG. Let's go FY.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, definitely Montgomery. Now, in Outrigger's case, they're not a new bro. They're a returning player that, like, they even mentioned it themselves. Like, they know they're overspending. We were just talking about it conversationally. Right, Tomb? Yeah. Fucking... Guys, I'm exhausted. And that's a good example, though. Like, they made... The time it took them to make those 40 jumps is probably the same amount of time it took you to do the 100 jumps. They're just slower at it because they're not as proficient. Yeah, I'm dummy, says Richard. We've got a SIG, no information. Let's get the probes out.
Warp drive active.
Let's go do a quick scan here. Excuse me. If optimizing your route doesn't crash the clients, you're doing it wrong. I don't even set a route, though. If you have a route you haven't memorized, otherwise you're just clicking random buttons. If you can't rattle off the next 10 systems you're going to jump into, like, you're still learning. So my understanding 3C is that it's done by AU warped. Like number of jumps primarily, and then when it's trying to make a decision, it decides by AU warp, I thought. Let's go LF. Combat site kill.
Active.
I guess if I'm going to put some kind of fan or cooling system in here, I need to figure out which outlet I want to use and how I'm going to position it. And... Hey, Kruk. Hope you're doing well. Kruk, I got all the comic books moved in. That was another big moving chore challenge. I'm chopping away at the things that need to be moved over, and once it finishes, I can get back to making recordings in the mornings. 2 unknown SIGs. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
Put this over here. Let's see if this goes to the interior. So yeah, but 12 plus nodes shouldn't be that complex of an optimization for a graph algorithm, even using Python. You lost me on nodes. I don't know what you're talking about anymore. I don't know what it does that you don't like. I'm not saying it doesn't do anything undesirable, I just don't know what it is. Or maybe you mean for optimization? Like how hard it chugs to do it? Hey Gluttony, good morning. On the Combat versus Sisters probes question, wasn't the reason we used Sisters because you couldn't actually scan the good relic sites without the higher scanning value? You needed the Sisters and level 3 scanning. You have to break 72 on probe strength. If you have 72 probe strength, you can scan down any nullsec basic site. And from what you're describing, I'm going to guess we couldn't do that with combat probes, more than likely. Malcolm, so you memorized the route. Correct. I use Dotlan on another display here, and I use that as a crutch until I learn the routes, and then when I have the route memorized, I get rid of the crutch. Let's go here. I can do that in the space around my home without using autopilot to show route, but 10 jumps out, I'm pretty reliant on Eve's version of GPS, yeah. And most people are. That's not uncommon at all. Ooh. We have a level 3 relic and another scanner in local. We could be racing here. Here's the problem, we're at most like 30 seconds ahead. Now, will this person move on and skip us, or are they going to try and, you know, compete for the site? I think I see a lot of probes out. Yep, we're competing. Oh boy. We're hauling too much loot. I can't compete. Alright, pull it in. Where the hell are we? LF when you go into MVC BK4 and go fast. Let's go here. Like, don't get me wrong, I want the site, but we don't know if this nerd's in. And we're already hauling 150 mil plus. You're fine, 3C. I'm referring to a specific type of data structure. It struggles with 11 plus and crashes at about 15 on my desktop. Gotcha. Jumps, I presume? You got 85 probe strength, Roger? Yeah, you can scan down any basic relic or data site. If you can't scan it down, it's because you suck or because it's non-basic. SIG is unknown. Probes out. Now, if we had 0 loot on us, it would have been totally worth making the attempt at that site to at least grab like 1 ruin, warp off, let them land, get frustrated that we picked it, and then leave. Then we can go back and finish the site, but we're hauling half of what we need today to beat the record or beat the goals, so there's another skill that people have to learn that you can't learn through skill points. It's like a life skill. You gotta know when to cut baits and walk away from something instead of stubbornly committing to it, and then your potential payoff compared to your potential loss, it just doesn't make any sense. Let's go here. Pull the probes in. Gotcha, 3C. Wow, so yeah, if you If you optimize route for 15 jumps, it'll crash your client? Yeah, I think so, Gluttony. But there has to be some kind of flag, right? Because, you know, you can't... Oh, I guess they just don't work. Yeah, basic probes can't scan down the ships at all. But the combat probes have the capability at least. In queue, Tripwire says an old combat site. So we're going to crash gates. Go LF and then come back down. Croc, I have a blight on my comic book shelf. I am missing issue 4 of the Goons series. It annoys me each time I see it. Every goddamn time I went to the comic book store, they didn't have issue 4. And so I'm not familiar with the series, Croc. Is there something preventing you from just getting it from the secondary market? Is it ridiculously priced? Like, I don't know the series well enough, so... I think I'm missing the last issue of Generation X for the X-Men titles in the 90s. I have the entire run for the first time in my life, except the last issue. And I don't know why that last issue was left out of the lots that I picked up. Gluttony, that's another scanning rule. In the big red bubble, the signal is normally on the side closest to the nearest celestial. Yep. The nerd left. Interesting. Let's go in, take a look. They could have cherry-picked it already. It's entirely possible. Let's find out. Now, if they come back in the local, we have to warp off immediately because we'll know that they have it pre-scanned. Oh, gotcha, 3C. Huh. Yeah, I've always just used Dotland, so... Like, if I'm making like 2 or 3 jumps, I'll set Desto or whatever, but... Or if I'm doing distribution agents, and I'm pulling multiple missions at once, I'll do it that way too. I used to use that for the character I was doing high-sec buyback with and hauling contracts. Let's keep this in range. Move this up a little bit so I can see local better. It's a lot of ones. How the hell are we not hitting anything? There's a wrench. Consume. 2. Oh man, could this be it? Nope, that's a goose egg. Alright. Let's go here. I don't know, it's possible they could have cargo scanned it already. See, Crockham in Norway was a pain to get comics if order outside of Norway is true. I got to deal with customer taxes, yeah. Or the shitty post office taking months to get my package here. I gotcha. Yeah, I've had customers from Sweden where they would order some magic cards and be like, can you please mark it as a gift? Because otherwise I'm going to pay like triple the cost or something. I'm like, oh yeah, I got you, no problem. It didn't bother me at all. I don't think the Swedish postal service or government was going to show up on my doorstep, so. And I started conversations with them. I started asking, like, hey, out of curiosity, like, what do you guys pay for retail? And they were paying like $7 or $8 per booster pack of cards. It was insane. I had no idea before that conversation or interaction. It's the same in Finland, yeah. And like I knew it was that way in Australia. I just didn't have any other contact points, I guess, to make me aware and alert of how most of Europe has that problem. Whoop, they're back. We gotta go. Let's go here first.
Warp drive active.
They're back, they're back, they're back. Nothing on D-scan. LF goes into K1. I think AY 2-Tech, or 2-Tech AY. That's part of the route that I'm forgetting. Let's go here. AY 2-Tech, okay.
Warp drive active.
There's the core probes again. Weird, the probe again. I wonder what they're doing. Maybe they threw the probes out to try and like bluff that they needed to scan. Kruk, it's better now, but not great. Got a few online stores here in Norway. Okay. But I imagine it also changes like consumer habit though. Also, like you're so used to it being so terrible, it doesn't even cross your mind to even look. Imports, tariffs, I presume. You got custom taxes. This is a combat site, so we're going to go into AY2 Tech, right? Yeah. Let's go there.
Warp drive active.
Let's see, Malcolm, what tactics are you using to increase survival odds without the cloak as a crutch? So the cloak is strictly, Malcolm, for going AFK, for stepping away from the computer. Otherwise, all we have to do is pay attention to local, pay attention to D-scan, and that's it. Like, I know this guy is following us around now, and so I'm not going to be, like, stopping for sites as frequently. I'll just keep updating my tripwire information. I guess a common mistake that a lot of people make is they get attached to a local or an idea that, like, oh, I've got to go for this site. I've got to have it. Like, no, you don't. Just jump to the next gate. It's fine. Like, this is a combat site. I've already seen it in tripwire. I scanned it 2 days ago. So on I go. And I paid attention to that person's behavior, right? They came into local after us and started scanning. All right, cool, we're going to race. Well, I'm hauling a lot of loot, so I'm not going to want to be on the grid with them. So I'm going to jump to the next gate. I go 2 systems away, come back, they're gone. I start that site up again, and they show back up. Like, okay, now I know they're looking for us. I make 2 more jumps, and they're still there, right? So it's like, okay, it's becoming more and more obvious that this person wants to make us their content, as opposed to they're not really actively running sites. Games Workshop was legendarily shitty. They have stores in Norway, but if you order online, wow. It can be at random if you get it from Norway or England. That is shitty. So you're gambling 50% more expensive or not. It could almost be double cost sometimes. Jeez. And they're just passing it on. Like, I'm sure they have to pay more taxes from moving it from one distribution chain to another, but still, right? Like, what a terrible system. SQT. Where are we at? Okay, so the SIG is unknown. The nerd is most likely going to show up, but we can at least get the SIG information for future runs. Let's go here. Glenn, you always keep the can you're hacking at a distance away from yourself. That way you don't block the warp. Yep. And you want to be attentive to where your outbound is. I've been learning that a lot on these Faction Warfare level 3 data sites. Because the rats spawn to try and kill you immediately. Because it is definitely possible to be on a can, try to warp off, your warp out is on the other side of the can, and you just sit there like a dumbass and die. Gita, we have had a company in Finland who imported Magic and WoW or TCG stuff for people without having to pay the tax. You just paid them a commission, basically. How'd they get around the tax? How are they importing? Are they smuggling? Gotta learn when to cut bait and go somewhere else. That was hard for me to learn. Yeah, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that struggle with that. They get so fixated, right? They see, click, a level 3 relic site. Man, I call that one or what? It's a level 3 relic site. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get so rich. I'm gonna make it so much ISK. It's gonna be amazing. And they tunnel vision, and that's all they can think about. Ricardo's Games Workshop gets away with markup murder, but pretty much everywhere, do they? Am I still using Yaris? No, I'm in the. I'm actually using an Astero on my main now. Right now I'm on an alpha, doing an alpha to Omega challenge, but on the main I use an Astero again. Now, the Ares is still viable. You drop the cloak and equip the active module for nullification, so it's still viable. But I wasn't seeing I was seeing more nerds than bubbles, and so the Astero allowed me to kill the nerds, and I didn't see very many bubbles, so. I didn't care it was cheaper, so that means yes, definitely smuggling. What was the name of the company? I can't remember. Yeah, Gita was buying merchandise out of the back of a van. Let's go to FX. This site's been picked already, so.
Warp drive active.
Crimpy tax use, so the government does it. IRS, hello! Oh, shit. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I saw a bubble gluttony. Not saying they're not out there, but like probably the time zone I play in. Look, when a van has candy, you don't ask questions, you just get in and enjoy yourself. Alright, put these 2 in tripwire. Let's go there. 2 unknown SIGs. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
No Celestials over there. This is a small SIG, so we know we can ignore that one. And then, oh, I don't want to do that. Calm down. Do that, do this. Now, this one's not really near anything, but maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be over here. If so, then it still has potential. Matt Cat, yeah, I hate when people cherry pick sites. I don't mind it. It just means you have to be faster. The idea that someone else should full clear a site to make your session better has never made much sense to me. Now, if you're in blue space, if you're in friendly space, of course, that makes sense. But if you're in hostile space, fuck them. Steal what you can and leave that shit up for them to waste their time on with later. It'll buy you more time to go run the next site. Just depends on where you are. Glad to be fair, I haven't launched EVE in literal years, not since stations went away and all my junk got packaged. Yep, good old asset safety. I think probably has changed hands like 2 more times since then. It seems to be changing hands again. Let's go to FSW. Let's go into DGTR after that. DGTR. Green says, what's the deal with the initial size of the SIG? Does that correlate to the type of SIG that it is? It does, Silu. So, if you put out your probes at 4 AU pinpoint, like default orientation, and the initial sphere is smaller than your probes, that site will not be a data nor a relic site. It won't be something that you can hack. So you can just move on if that's what you're after. DGTR, right? Yeah, let's go this way. It's interesting to learn something new every day. Yeah, that's the thing about EVE. And if you or anyone else wants some other little tidbits or little tips and tricks for exploration, the Explo command in Twitch chat, I've got a playlist of very short video guides that show and discuss these types of things. They're not like 10-minute videos for 30 seconds of content. I keep them all under 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure. There might be one 6-minute video, but I think they're all pretty short. Let's go TR. Now I'm curious when we click the playlist and see what the shortest or longest video is. 90 seconds, 3, 4, 90 seconds, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Yeah. So the longest video on there is 4 minutes. And it goes over little tips and tricks that you don't ever learn in-game. You only learn them from other people. I didn't even create any of them. Like, it's just stuff I learned from other people over the years. Let's get into, pretty sure 7MD. And then ERV and then work our way out. Oof, are we going to be 140 mils short of the goal today? The competition has got too big as the hours went by. You found your work? Uh-oh. I've got one somewhere. I can't remember. I think Seth may have moved it to Pravi, then it got asset safety. That's possible. Nothing in local. Tripwire says they're both old SIGs, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Both combat sites. We don't have to scan them again. Let's go to ERV.
Warp drive active.
Also, if anyone is new to our YouTube channel, the link in Twitch chat is our main page. Click the link to the subscribe button. You'll get notifications for our news, tips, and tricks for EVE Online. Also, this episode of the Alpha to Omega series will be on there in a couple of days. If we don't finish it today, we'll definitely, almost certainly finish it tomorrow. Then I'll start publicizing the full playlist of the run. This is an old combat site we can ignore. Let's go to UL and GA.
Warp drive active.
Jita. See, Gluttony, I know I had a carrier packaged. I had dreams of running at some point, yep. And then they killed carrier routing anyway, so you didn't miss out on much. So we have an empty local and no SIGs. Let's go to GA. I should probably run the Jeeve and BW pockets on the way out, since we have the time. And since we're so close to the goal. If we get lucky on one can, that could change everything. We're so close, I'm willing to call it there and be like, hey, prices are going to fluctuate again. Like 500 Plex wouldn't even be 2.6 bill if it weren't for the extractor sale going on. We're going to see a Plex sale go on next month, and prices will readjust again. This SIG is an hour old. We don't have information because there was somebody in the system, so. Or because the SIG was small. Yeah, here's a good example. So this signature is smaller than our 4AU probe. So whatever this is, it's not hackable. It won't be relic and it won't be data, so there's no reason for us to stop. GA goes into UL. Yeah, that's correct. Did you, Jay?
Warp drive active.
I remember watching Frank do carrier routing. I was like, this seems disgusting. I'm gonna go spin a VNI. Go AFK. I loved smart bombing though. Smart bombing is a lot of fun. And you can still do it in game. The barriers are, it's more difficult to sell your DEDs. And of course the anomaly respawn timer has changed. Let's go to OX. Nope. Let's go back to GA. I went the wrong way somewhere. Should have gone ZQ. Having to be at your desk to sell your DED though, man, that was the end of the DED market for me.
Active.
Did you, Jay? It was great for stream content because, like, visually, just having those go off, it was like fireworks. Apollo would have loved it. Like, you're flying a multi-bill loot pinata on stream. People want to see it die. You're getting constant fireworks and sounds. You get the dopamine of, will this one be the one that procs the DED? Let's go non-UI, no SIGs here.
Warp drive active.
Rizio. Hope we're doing well. We are less than 140 million away from hitting the ISK amount to be able to plex the accounts. I wonder if I have any air program things to redeem. Nope. Okay. Let's get into 4B. Glad to hear Rizio. Rizio, how heavy are the notifications getting that you have to like log into accounts to keep them active? Not teleported. For those who don't know, Rizio is working on a project to put an alpha alt into every single wormhole in EVE. Relogging 6 accounts a day isn't too bad. I gotcha. This is a new SIG. Hello. Let's go here. Go there. Go here. Go there. Are you clinically insane? But man, the emails in general, dear God, I bet. Now, do you have an email address set up for just for those, Rizio? Or is this spamming your, like, your main or one of your main email boxes? Let's go here. Are you clinically insane? Laziness is the only thing that kept me from like putting a bunch of alts in Pravi, like one per pocket. Go zip zip zip, and then instead of traveling, just jump onto another character. Extra mail address for that thing, yeah. Yuck. A level 3 data site. If that had been Relic, so much potential. Let's go to YSO. We can check 9 fob and G5 real quick. No reason not to. We're already here. Worst case scenario, we see nerds and turn around. Rush was the king of spinning vextors. My favorite video gluttony was going after that. Something came through a wormhole, like a carrier or something. We went and killed it. And in the video, I tab over to a vexor to check on those dank ults, or dank ticks. I remember it was Garaya calling it out. Single-handedly raised the cost in We have a nerd and a pod. No, it doesn't match the name. Combat probes. Excuse me. Let's crash this gate. We'll check these on Tripwire. Tripwire says 1 sig new, 1 sig old. Okay. Yeah, Rizio hasn't even capped out making accounts yet. He still needs more to be able to seed everything.
Warp drive active.
Not worse than anyone else, Rizio. I'm as sane as you are, friend. Agreed. 90-ish to go. See? Light at the end of the tunnel. Alright, we know this SIG is old. It's gone now. Let's get an XHQ. Then we'll go KB7BW.
Warp drive active.
Big 76 AU warp. Well, how many accounts do they have so far? Yeah, 2604. So we multiply by 3 and then go from there. 700 accounts, yeah. They said Eve is dead. Yeah, Rizio has a spreadsheet that tracks all this information. Because of course it is, right? It wouldn't be an Eve project without a spreadsheet. So nerd of the day is whoever cheers the most bits, gifts the most subs, or leaves the biggest tip. Apollo gifted a sub earlier this morning. They're nerd of the day on the gifted sub side. Evan cheered 400 bits to be the nerd of the day on the bit side. Nobody's used the tip button yet today to claim that nerd of the day point. Nerd of the day points you collect, and then you can turn them in for picking content for a future stream. NOTD has all the details. How long do alphas stay in a wormhole before being removed? That's a good question for Rizio. Is it 30 or 90 days? It isn't 6 months, is it? I thought it was 30 or 90. They're all Rizio. Let me post an update summary on Discord. Will do. Got you, Rizio. We'll watch for it. If any of you are not on Discord, the link is in chat. Go to the EVE Online channel. I'm sure that's where he's going to post it. Watch out for the post from Rizio for all the details.
We're not just doing this for money.
Kruk's going to steal Nerd of the Day.
We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Kruk, well done. Thank you very much for the support. You have opened up the hype train window. We need 2 professional shills who are not Kruk to type cheer 100, gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit the resub button to kick off the hype train. We have not had a level 1 hype train yet today succeed. Maybe this can be the one. Buck and Don Dark both gifted subs courtesy of Kruk. Kruk, thank you again very much. Let's go kick Apollo off. Let's go here and there. Apollo, goodbye forever. Let's get Kruk added over there. No SIGs, let's go into EY. Nobody in local. We've got 4 minutes and change. But we need 2 professional shills who are not Kruk to type cheer 100, gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit the resub button. If you're already subscribed, refresh the stream. You won't get any ads. See if your resub button is available. If it is, smash it. And if you're not subscribed, remember the ads command will tell you how to get rid of ads. Never not dodged Kappa. SE, what is this? It's a very busy system with an Astero. Jesus. Alright, let's go to TU. There you go, Mad Dog. That's how you professionally shill. A legitimate dodged Kappa. We still have 3 minutes and change to get that hype train out of the station. We got an Outridger with legit dodge. 2 pending legit dodge Kappas. Will the dodge Kappa meta be strong enough today? A third one from Malcolm. The dodged Kappas are stacked. How did you guys dodge the one to Buck and Dawn? This is a new SIG, but we got the Astero in local. Got one nerd in local and a Mackinac, possibly. Nope, confirmed. The signature is a data site, though, so... we want to go Y9. Let's go there.
Warp drive active.
Rizio. The nerd of the day point is safe, says Croc. Probably so. It's been a slow shill day. We had really good luck on the drops the last couple of days. But I think my 10 billion ISK is going to be safe from giveaway. For those who don't know, if we beat the shill goal before I get the ISK back to station or in wallet, I have to give out 10 billion ISK.
Warp drive active.
I still need 140 million in loot, and I need to get the current loot back to station for it to count, though. So we'll see what happens. We're about halfway through the timer. Kruk holding open the hype train window with 2 gifted subs. That's half of level 1 already completed. Our record today is 80% of a level 1 hype train. But we need 2 professional shills who are not Kruk to type cheer 100, gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit the resub button to kick it off. Malcolm getting points in for the large skill injector giveaway. Thank you very much. If anybody doesn't know about it, down below Twitch chat there's a red button that says get good. Click it. That will open up your channel point menu, and from there you can put points into the community goal that is currently at 93%. When that reaches 100%, we're going to fire off a giveaway for a large skill injector. If you're impatient and want to spin the wheel for a chance at an LSI giveaway, the LSI command will show you how. A Wormhole PD shoutout will do, Edvar. Let's do Wormhole PD. If you guys have not seen Vinny's YouTube channel, click the link in chat, give him a subscribe. Posting videos nearly daily.
Warp drive active.
You can also check out Vinny on Twitch as well. We'll very likely raid him after the stream today. We'll see who's live and see if we go straight to Vinny or if we get to a vote. Hey, Style. Thank you for getting points in. Yes, Joey. Butchering your name, but thank you as well for getting points in for the giveaway. The probes moved over. We have one new SIG and no information on it. We're now at 94% on the LSI giveaway. We have less than a minute of Kruk holding open the hype train window. Getting the second shill is always the hard one. They've got the job of putting the timer above chat to create that urgency. Got rats trying to target me now. We found a level 3 relic site. What if we find the loot on the way out of Pravi? What if it happens? What if there's 150 mil in this site? And we're about to pick it up. It could be cherry picked already. Let's find out.
Warp drive
Probes are in.
active.
Rakanos, exactly. That's the second nerd's job. The window has closed. Kruk, thank you again for the support and the attempt. Very much appreciated. You are now nerd of the day on the gifted sub side. Let's go to Diddle.
Warp drive active.
See, I'm pretty impressed by the number of relic sites you find. It's the number of jumps we make. That's a big part of it. And the time zone we play in. If you can play just before and just after downtime, oh man. You'll find even more than I find. I don't start till like almost 2 hours after downtime. And you're right, I still find a good number, but... We got super lucky and found 6 relic sites in one system. I still don't know what's going on with that system. The signatures are always piled up in there for some reason. Heidi would like to request a warp to the dance floor. Will do. Let's go here. I'll get a timestamp for the VOD, and then we'll play a warp to the dance floor for Heidi. Heidi, I caught up. Good morning. I caught up on the rowing. Then we had another request come through the other day, and I cleared that one out, but I forgot to take it off the sheet. Let me go look at the sabotage sheet real quick. Choice sheets. Rowing, deletes. I'm behind on sit-ups and burpees now. Good God, burpees are going to take forever. Have you banked yet? Nope, I'm in the system right now, Holiday. I'm dropping off.
Warp drive.
We're still about 150-ish short. 4 days left, Mad Dog. Counting them down. Rush cherry picked. We got chased off of sites, Rizio.
Docking permission requested. Docking
Doesn't
request
count.
accepted.
That was a lot of rowing, if I recall correctly. That's right. It was good, though. Beats the burpees. Yeah, I'd rather row than burpee. Absolutely. All right, let's go here. Oh, Heidi. The office is now at the gym. I have an office now at the gym location. Now let's invert off of you. Let's grab all this. We're going to go to high-sec buyback. We'll show it to you guys on stream. We're going to paste everything into here. Should be close to 150, 160. 148, very good. Kill that. Go back there. Create contracts. Put in high sec.